Welcome to Electrical Safety as per NFPA 70E, the standard for electrical safety in the workplace. In this video, we'll learn how to create a safe working environment through hazard assessment, proper PPE, and safe work practices. Whether you're a safety professional or an electrical technician, this training will help you keep yourself and your team safe from electrical hazards. So what exactly is NFPA 70E? It's the standard for electrical safety in the workplace, developed by the National Fire Protection Association. Its main goal is simple: to prevent electrical injuries and fatalities by providing practical guidance for safe work practices. OSHA often refers to NFPA 70E as a compliance guide for electrical safety. While the NEC, or NFPA 70, focuses on safe electrical installations, NFPA 70E focuses on people, protecting workers while they perform electrical tasks. So what exactly is NFPA 70E? It's the standard for electrical safety in the workplace, developed by the National Fire Protection Association. Its main goal is simple: to prevent electrical injuries and fatalities by providing practical guidance for safe work practices. OSHA often refers to NFPA 70E as a compliance guide for electrical safety. While the NEC, or NFPA 70, focuses on safe electrical installations, NFPA 70E focuses on people, protecting workers while they perform electrical tasks. To protect ourselves, we first need to understand the two main electrical hazards covered under NFPA 70E: electric shock and arc flash or blast. An electric shock happens when current passes through the body, which can lead to burns, nerve damage, or even cardiac arrest. An arc flash or blast, on the other hand, is a violent explosion of electrical energy that can reach up to 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the sun. Both are deadly, and understanding their nature is the first step in controlling them. Electric shock occurs when the body becomes part of an electrical circuit. The severity depends on 6 factors: voltage, current, exposure time, body resistance, the current's path, and the level of protection used. Even a small current, just a few milliamps, can be fatal if it travels through the heart. That's why NFPA 70E defines approach boundaries, specific safe distances workers must maintain from energized parts to avoid shock. Now let's talk about arc flash, one of the most violent electrical hazards. It happens when electricity leaves its intended path and travels through the air, creating intense heat, pressure, and light. Temperatures can reach up to 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit, melting metal in seconds. The explosion releases toxic fumes, pressure waves, blinding light, and molten shrapnel, all capable of causing severe injury or death. This is why every job involving energized equipment demands strict arc flash control measures. NFPA 70E requires a risk assessment before any electrical work begins. This means identifying hazards, analyzing the risks, implementing control measures, and verifying safety before starting the task. A proper assessment determines boundaries for shock risk, specifies PPE requirements, ensures Lockout/Tagout is in place, and evaluates the potential for arc flash. In short, risk assessment is the foundation of safe electrical work. NFPA 70E defines 2 key boundaries: the limited approach boundary and the restricted approach boundary. The limited boundary is the closest distance an unqualified person can approach energized parts, and only under supervision. The restricted boundary is even closer, and only qualified workers with full PPE can enter this zone. These boundaries create invisible barriers of protection, keeping workers at safe distances from live conductors. Arc flash risk assessment determines how much energy could be released during an arc event. This process identifies potential hazards, calculates incident energy, defines the arc flash boundary, and selects proper arc-rated PPE. Remember, the goal is to keep workers outside the boundary where second-degree burns could occur. Assessments must be updated regularly to reflect changes in equipment or conditions. The safest way to perform electrical work is under an electrically safe work condition, or ESWC. This means all energy sources have been identified, disconnected, locked out, and tested to confirm the absence of voltage. NFPA 70E requires ESWC whenever possible, as it completely eliminates exposure to electrical hazards. To establish an electrically safe work condition, follow these 8 steps. Identify all energy sources. Disconnect energized parts. Apply lockout/tagout devices. Verify disconnection. Test for absence of voltage. Apply grounding conductors if needed. Secure the area with barriers or signs. Re-verify absence of voltage before work starts. Following these steps ensures that no electrical energy remains where work will be performed. Lockout/tagout, or LOTO, is one of the most critical safety procedures in NFPA 70E. It prevents accidental energization during maintenance or repair. The basic steps are: first, prepare and notify all affected employees. Second, shut down the equipment. Third, apply lockout/tagout devices. And finally, verify that the equipment is completely isolated. LOTO saves lives every single time it's used properly. Working on energized equipment is generally prohibited under NFPA 70E. However, exceptions exist, like when de-energizing would introduce additional hazards or is impossible due to operational needs, such as life support systems or continuous processes. In such cases, an energized electrical work permit is mandatory. This permit describes the work, identifies hazards, documents risk assessments, PPE requirements, and includes approvals from authorized personnel before work begins. When electrical hazards cannot be eliminated, PPE becomes the last line of defense. Shock protection PPE includes voltage-rated gloves, dielectric footwear, insulating blankets, covers, and insulated tools. Every item must be properly rated, regularly inspected, and tested according to NFPA 70E. Remember, PPE only works when it's in good condition and used correctly. Arc-rated, or AR PPE, protects workers from the thermal effects of an arc flash. There are 4 categories. Category 1 offers basic protection. Category 2 provides standard protection. Category 3 increases the protection level, and Category 4 gives maximum defense against extreme heat and energy. Always select PPE based on your arc flash risk assessment. AR clothing doesn't ignite, melt, or drip, and that can mean the difference between life and death. Electrical safety depends on everyone knowing their role. A qualified person has the skills, knowledge, and training to recognize electrical hazards and perform work safely. Host employers must inform contractors about known hazards and facility safety programs. Contract employers must ensure their workers are trained, follow procedures, and comply with all requirements. Communication and cooperation between both are vital for safety success. NFPA 70E mandates initial and additional training for all employees exposed to electrical hazards. Retraining must occur at least every 3 years or sooner if new equipment or tasks are introduced. All training must be documented, including content, dates, attendees, and instructor details. Proper documentation proves compliance and helps reinforce a culture of safety and accountability. To truly implement NFPA 70E, we need more than checklists. we need a proactive safety mindset. Always plan every electrical job thoroughly. Identify all hazards, perform risk assessments, and establish safe conditions before starting. Use the correct PPE, follow Lockout/Tagout, and maintain complete documentation. Remember, electrical safety is not a one-time action, it's a daily responsibility. To conclude, NFPA 70E is the cornerstone of electrical safety. It guides us in planning, identifying hazards, using proper tools and PPE, and prioritizing electrically safe work conditions. The ultimate goal is simple: ensure that every worker returns home safely at the end of each day. Electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, so stay aware, stay trained, and stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe HSE Career Hub.